Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you are all doing well. So, Intel Lunar Lake CPU significantly outperforms current gen gaming handhelds, strong IPC gains, and great figures. With low power as 15 watt, and Intel launched its Lunar Lake Core Ultra 200V CPUs, which are aimed at thin and light perform, and the CPU became a hit with many testers praising its GPU performance and battery timing. So the rumors were true, and it is really a great chip. And the CPU also saw a major gain in performance despite featuring 8 core and 8 thread. Now, hardware veteran Geekerwan has posted some numbers showcasing how this chip performs in different scenarios. And if we start with the 15 watt test, the Intel Core Ultra 7 258V was tested against the Steam Deck. As we can see, the AMD Vengo chip using, and the 9 watt ROG Ally Z1 Extreme, and the SS ROG Ally in 15 watt constrained TDP mode at 720p to showcase what gamers can expect from Lunar Lake in handheld design. And the Lunar Lake chip has a 12 watt power due to its SoC and DRAM being in the same package, while the competition is around 9 watt with the motherboard shipping extra power, but confined to the same 15 watt limit. And if we talk about the performance, the Intel Lunar Lake CPU provides great performance at lower power, which is up to 67% faster. It's a huge number, 67% faster than the Ryzen AI 9 HX370 at the same 15 watt limit, and the 1% low FPS is higher than the average frame rate of the RDNA 3.5 and Alchemist XeL PGI GPUs, and far exceeds the current handhelds in Black Myth Wukong. And you guys, if you have played the Black Myth Wukong, you have probably known that how much hardware demanding this game is. And if you talk about the Cyberpunk 2077, the Lunar Lake SoC delivers over 2 times the GPU performance versus the Ryzen 9 HX370 and almost 3 times versus the Z1 Extreme featured on the ROG Ally with FSR enabled. And this is a truly groundbreaking performance that should make Lunar Lake powered handheld an awesome platform for gamers who were kind of disappointed with the Meteor Lake design. And Geekerwan also tested each chip at unconstrained full power mode. The Lunar Lake CPUs can only peak up to 30 watt, while the Ryzen 9 HX370 peaks out at 80 watt, and the Core Ultra 9 185H peak out to 90 watt. And if we talk about the gaming performance of the Ryzen 9 HX370, was originally and marginally ahead of the Lunar Lake Xe2 iGPU, while sipping in almost 2 to 3 times more power. And Lunar Lake chip also matched or exceed the Meteor Lake CPU, which shows how efficient Xe2 is. And at a 30 watt TDP limit, the Intel Lunar Lake SoC stomped the AMD Strix Point and Intel Meteor Lake CPUs with much better gaming performance. And these are some of the screenshots that they shared and compared against each other: MacBook Air, Yoga Air Pro 16, Galaxy Book 4 Edge, Asus Zen X, and Surface Pro 11. And these were the top of the one that was using the Ultra 7 258V with 70 watt hour power. And if we talk about the battery performance, the Intel Lunar Lake Core Ultra 7 258V CPU features on the Yoga Air 15 offer a better battery life up to 11 hours and 14 minutes, which almost matches the MacBook Air 2023 with M3 SoC, of course. And the Zen Book S16 with a bigger 78 watt hour battery versus 70 watt hour, and the AMD Ryzen 9 HX370 only managed 8 hours and 40 minutes of screen time, while the Core Ultra 9 185H was the worst performer with 6 hours and 34 minutes of the screen time. And other interesting figures are the idle screen power, which was the lowest among all SoCs for Lunar Lake, with a power draw of just 0.62 watt versus Apple M3's at 0.70 watt, while the Meteor Lake CPU shipped 2.32 watt and AMD Strix shipped 3.28 watt. And even with the video playback, the Lunar Lake SoC fared better than the rest of the X86 option. Even Qualcomm Snapdragon S Elite with the 5.69 watt of the power input, and that's the new variant chip from the Qualcomm, compared to 7.27 watt Snapdragon X and 12.09 watt Meteor Lake and 19.08 watt for the Strix Point in IPC spec test. And we have some more detail on the IPC performance of the Lunar Lake and its true primary cores, the Lion Pico and Skymount LPE core that we have discussed in our previous video, and you can check it on my channel. I told you guys that they are using two different kind of the architecture, Lion Cove and Skymount and the third, but the performance of each core was tested within the spec of 2017 using a fixed clock of 4.2 gigahertz, and it looks like the Lion P core, especially the performance score, ends up fastest in the X86 segment in terms of the integer performance, while lagging behind a bit in floating points. And the Lion P core architecture also manages to close in the Orion CPU from Snapdragon SoC in the INT, while Apple's M3 just sit on the whole different level. And the Skymount LPE core was also compared with the Crestmount LPE core feature on Meteor Lake and is major uplift at the fixed clock of 3 GHz, and it scored a 10% lead in the integer performance and 9% in the floating point performance, and the LPE core is slightly slower than the Zen 4 cores. And overall, the Intel Lunar Lake CPU do feel like a phenomenal chip for their intended market, and we can't wait to see their application in compact solutions such as mini PCs and gaming handhelds, where they are going to shine. And I believe Intel have thought this miles away, that probably these chips will be going to use in the gaming handhelds, but I don't know it's whether going to be official to be used in the gaming handhelds or not. But as for now, the chip is looking good to be used in the gaming handheld if they decided to use it future handhelds. And we can also expect a range of CPU, graphics and memory side optimization for the platform in the coming month, which would further enhance the performance capabilities of these SoCs.